Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who is going to come out on top in this fight? All right, first round. What's going to happen? Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. They don't score the punish counter, but still get a nice hit in. A battle of egos on display here as neither fighter wants to give up any ground. Both fighters are looking for a way to fill up their super art gauge. Gaining some meter would open up the opportunity to deal huge damage, but that's easier said than done. We're at the halfway point of the round, and both fighters should be well past the warm-up phase. How will both competitors use this remaining time? With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive use. KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
Combo with the target combo. Box him with the target combo. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Uses the target combo as a perfect KO. They were in full control there.
Wins!
That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
All your heart.
Let me have some fun.
Round 1. Fight!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Knockdown. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. Checks them with a projectile. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. That attack landed for a counter hit. What a finish. Great meat on the life gauge there. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
2. Fight!
Clean parry. Can't tech the throw. Jumps. The low heavy is denied. Goes for the Tony Twist to mix up with the... just goes for it at this range. Still scrapping for control of the space. Starting trouble with the Tony Twist overhead. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Jumps up. Comes for them with the phalanx. Zones with the super armor. Cold and calculated. Looking for a hole. Nothing stops this train. All in with a rush. Chops off the tank and scores the win. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1. Fight!
Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. Medium pick here. Just out of range for that throw. Starts with a jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. The jump in is denied. Knockdown. The grab misses. The throw misses. All right, what's coming up next? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. The Gladius blows them away. KO! Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
Opts to create space to start. Great work finding the opening. Holds out with a block. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Scrapping it out up close. Both fighters need to find a way to utilize their drive. Both fighters planning something? Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive moves now. That's a counter. KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Fires a blast. Final round. Blocks the low kick. Blossom. Breaks the block with a throw. That throw will do some good damage. Both fighters look to set things up as they continue to jostle for position. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. The low kick hits. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Great job in escaping that corner pressure and moving back to center. All the throw connects. Okay, here we all in with the rock. Just framed up. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Sits him down with the super. Now that's how you take a round. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. Gets back into the corner with pressure building. Their super art gauge is running on empty. That's going to be a big factor in how this match plays out. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Holds out with the block. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Did well to get the buff in there. Decides to buff up while they can. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up some. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. Very slick with the combo. Throws him. What's next? Going in? The Condor Wind added a bit of juice to that attack. A super art? Freezing hot. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Burnout activates. Player 1 just goes for it at this range. Goes end to end with a freezing hot. Nice damage. Player 2 is in a quick drops them from the air. Fires off an air slasher. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Cleared for landing. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta blitz it. Burn out, but they may have a flatline zone. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player two will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue to fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Goes for the super art? The super art finds its mark. All right, what's coming up next? Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Drumming up a beatdown. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other up? Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. A quick breather. Jumps up. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Player two, TKO. Player one takes up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. The Fuha stock to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Lots of Fuha bent and plenty of avenues to race through. Jumps up. Throws them to negate the block. The Fuha's there to give them even better returns on their investment. Gets the jump in. Blocks the impact. Excellent block to shut out the impact. Player one will look to apply pressure here. Huge chance after that wall splash. Knockdown and KO. That's what happens when you capitalize on all.
Round one. Fight.
We are here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? From up above. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Player one has been really leaning on that drive gauge. They need to make good use of the gauge without emptying it. Player one has used up all of their drive gauge. Knockdown. Player one needs to goes for the super art. The Fuha stock to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Very solid corner switch. Takes the projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Did well to get the buff in there. They trade. Player two did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their grounding. Brushes that off and keeps going. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. It's back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. The throw whips. Barely blocks the jumping. What'll happen here? Player two is dominating this match. A super art? In there! That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. What are these fighters thinking now? The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Both fighters are looking for a way to fill up their super art gauge. Gaining the meter would open up the opportunity to deal huge damage, but that's easier said than done. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Throw whips. Player 1 chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. With the throw. There's the life gap opening up. They need to lean hard on their drive usage. They trade hits, and now, heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Solid blocking. Reads their mind and techs the throw. They break things off to take a quick breather. Less than 20 seconds remaining. This round may end via timeout. We'll either fight KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. With the throw. Player 2 chases them down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with the chance to charges forward. Player 2 can build off this lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Looking for a chance. Uses the target combo as a filler. Both fighters planning something? Grabs and throws him away. That throw will do some good damage. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Tricky hit is variable. Barely blocks the jump in. Knew the throw was coming. Get out of there with the overdrive Bushin Senpu. Are we gonna see a comeback here? It's back KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Come on. Big throws. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Overhead, but it won't work. The low kick hits. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Connects with the throw. What's next? The overhead denied. How did they read that throw? Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Might burn out, but they may have a plan here.
Here we go.
Ninja Star Cypher! Get ready to be plugged in for some new era ninjutsu! Player 1 burns out. Ooh, what a smart throw. Unleashing the beast and ready to play mix-up. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? A jump in? Arc step. Looking for a hole. Attack hits and they may get an genius read with that throw escape. Closes it out. Player 1 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all. This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Starts with a jump in. Anticipates the overhead. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meters. Can't tech the throw? Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. From up above. Got their eye on the air. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for looking to plant him with a power. That slight doubt is all it took. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Vagabond and sends them flying. Loads up a shuriken bomb. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Blocks it. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Barely blocks the jump in. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. This is a tough situation to be in with no drive for both fighters. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Jumps. Jumps up, looking to plant him with a pile driver. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? They're in range. We're gonna see a jump in, experiencing burnout. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it sick. There's a burnout. No way, that win wasn't fluff. That was 100% planned. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.
Round 1. Fight.
The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. From up above, you can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Combo with the target combo. Throws them to start the corner pressure. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Had the radar up and running. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. The jump in is denied. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Life lead opens up. Tries to catch him out with the arc step. Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Target lock.
Grabs are very bad.
Oh, our mic wasn't on the whole time. Our mic was not on the whole time.
Closes the gap for the grab.
Mr. White, our mic was not on the whole time.
What's the next move? Player 1 will need
Yep.
to play it conservatively.
Because our mic was not on the whole time. Well,
So
Into the corner.
we can reintroduce.
oh no, the grab.
Good, got the grab.
It's not good.
So we can introduce ourselves real
One
quick.
move from David, and it could be done.
I'm the
No! Oh my god! Oh my god! This is so close.
final
Yeah,
round.
this round determines.
Can we get some let's go nights in the chat?
Thank you for the grab.
Saying you got the grab.
Thank you
This is
for
not
our
good.
doctor.
Jumps in.
Kim has to avoid the grabs or she is done for. Oh no, Kim got into another grab. This is not good. Come on, baby.
No, yes.
Come on, Kim. But just need one from Zangief and we're winning.
There's the comment too. Oh no! No! This could be determined.
He's not dead yet.
Very close.
That one HP.
But very important for Kimberly. Very important.
Kim has played very precisely now. If she doesn't, she. It was so close.
So cool! That means that Absegami High School wins the game. Congratulations.
Congratulations on high school. Old Bridge, it's sadly
Randall
won.
Brown, that was a good effort. That was an extremely close match. Very good effort from both sides. Very good effort from both sides.
Oh, I am your main commentator, Evan, and my assistant, Silham. It was a good game, y'all. Hope y'all have a good afternoon. And go Knights!